The main thing I always look at is that when you see kids and you see these players, you're molding them. You're molding them not to be you, but to be better than what we are. Why do we coach? All of us in here, we coach for one reason. It ain't about the wins and losses. We're trying to correct the mistakes that we made that we didn't do right and get it to these kids and say, hey, you know what? It's not about me. It's about you. It's about the program, but it's about your future, life after football. I want to hear that, you know what I'm saying, you're a great, I always say it, and I teach my seniors this and all my football team. My goal in life is not to win games or anything like that. That's the coaches. My job is to make you into a great husband. And that means holding the door for women, making sure they understand and respecting them, making you a good father. Once I make you into a good father, basically all you're really doing with that is you embracing the freshmen, the youth, the young kids. As a senior or as a junior, they're looking up to you. As a high school athlete, we don't understand it, but I remember growing up in Montclair, and I used to look at those high school athletes like, man, they were idols to me. Never rivals, idols. And you looked up to them, you said, yeah, I want to be just like them. And they will talk to you, have the stories, and put the wing on it. So we got a disconnect there because parents don't allow coaches to coach, players to play. And there's a saying I got when I was back up at Don Bosco, it was coaches love coaches, players love players, players love coaches, coaches love players. And it's a simple formula. And the thing is, like, when you look at that and you see what coaches are doing and how they're doing it, and they have to deal with the parents heckling, getting mad, getting pissed off. Yes, I know the game isn't going the way you want, but you want to know something? Mistakes happen. Is your life perfect? Sometimes a fumble happens, an interception. Sometimes the life things happen. You got to go with the tide, and we're teaching these kids how to roll with the punches and become men and not point fingers and blame.
Well, I've had a ton of parents during the season say, oh, my son is doing great, because I was that coach who introduced myself to their teacher and said, if you have a problem with this student in your classroom, hit me up. I'm going to take care of that in practice. You know, because, you know, our motto was pride, discipline, and respect. You know, take pride in what you do, exercise self-discipline, and respect yourself in the community. So when they had that youth football program jersey on, and you were out here in the street, and somebody saw you doing something you weren't supposed to, oh, they was getting on the phone to Coach Payne. And you'd be on Coach Payne's chain gang either before practice or after practice, doing some burpees, you know, doing some push-ups, just to let you know that you're a representation of us. So, as a coach, we never know what these kids are going through at home. They might open that refrigerator and it'd be a light bulb and a box of bacon, Arm & Hammer bacon soda in there. So we gotta feed them. You know, that game day, Sunday, they didn't get no breakfast. I gotta give you some orange juice and some donuts. It costs me money to coach every year. I know certain kids are less privileged than others, and kids are cruel. They will clown another teammate because he don't have a crisp pair of cleats on. So guess what Coach got to do?
Get the cleats.
Coach got to protect that young man's pride and not in front of everybody. Like, after practice, let me see you in my truck. Here. And then tomorrow they come in, and it might be a gently used pair of cleats, but it's better than what they had. They feel better. You know, they say if you look good, you play good.
When they get paid.
You know? And again, I never coached for the income. Even now, some of those kids I coached when they were 8 years old, they're 26, 27, 28 now. I see them as firefighters, law enforcement people, as coaches. And when they see me out here, yo, coach, remember me? Now I got to look through 15 years of time to try to figure out who it is. But you know, it's rewarding to see this man child turn into an adult.
Right.